Hey, what's going on? If you like cheeseburgers and you like quesadillas, as I call them, then today is for you because we're going to put them together. I am Krystal Taylor, and you're in the kitchen with Krystal, where we make meal prep easy, fun, delicious, quick, all the things. So I wanted to do this because this is actually in my first cookbook, the In the Kitchen with Krystal cookbook. And this was just one of my favorites. It's so comforting. Like sometimes I just like the comfort of a old school American burger, but I love anything in a tortilla. If you're like me, let me know, and I got you. So since we're making a cheeseburger quesadilla, I'm gonna go ahead and light my skillet. Let that start getting warm. But what I'm using, you can use whichever. Like if you still like beef, okay, go for it. You can use beef, but I'm using ground turkey. And because a lot of people swear the ground turkey is not flavorful, wrong thing. Lies you tell, you just don't know how to cook it. So I'm using ground turkey with mine. One thing I like to do with all things is that I season at every level. And because this is a burger quesadilla, I'm using all the things that I typically would for my burger. So I am going to start by dicing just a little bit of onion, just because it adds the flavor, the extra flavor. And who doesn't love a good grilled onion? I know I do. Shoot, my burger. I want a grilled onion, a thinly sliced red onion. Give me all the onions, right? And I told the car just to move it. So I'm gonna throw this in the skillet first. There we go, get those onions in there. Because then when they start caramelizing, they cook with the ground turkey. All right, and so for my ground turkey, I just have, it's an 85-15. Not my favorite cut. Usually I like a good 93-7. But this is what we got today, right? It's still leaner than if I was using the beef. And I'll tell you this too. One thing I appreciate about ground turkey is that you don't have to drain the fat. Oh, the onions already smell good. You don't have to drain the fat like you typically would if you were using ground beef, right? So, these onions smell so amazing. My goodness. Wow. Get all this meat up out of here. Woo. I want all the meats. If you can smell how good these doggone onions smell, OMG. My garbage bowl, wash my hands. Now I'm about to show you the secret to cooking delicious, and I am saying delicious, ground turkey burger, stuff like that. Use your Worcestershire, whatever it is, sauce that you like to call it. And I cook this right into it. Don't ask me how much until it looks brown. And honestly, I think I do this sort of like as a mental thing to make it look like ground beef. I don't know. But I also use just some steak seasoning. That smells good. Whatever you would typically season your burgers with, feel free to do that because we're basically putting a burger in a quesadilla. So now I'm just going to brown this and crumble it. Oh, that smells so good between the onions and the Worcestershire. It's hilarious how that is one word that nobody, and I am going to go on record and say nobody just says confidently. No, it's always the question. And I don't care if somebody like, I know how to say it. No, you don't. There you go. So I'm just crumbling this up real quick because then I'm going to show you what else we have to do. This is going to be so quick and easy, y'all. Got the heat on. All right. So what I didn't tell y'all, let's drink some more water, is that this won't be just a regular burger. Not a regular cheeseburger. These going to be bacon cheeseburger quesadillas. So, before we get started, I want to hear your mouth. Of course, we're using turkey-based products. Because I just like turkey. Like, pork bacon, I don't know, I can't do it too well. Every once in a while I can. Like if I'm out and about and I see it on the burger or a sandwich, I might. It's very rare. What was it, about a couple years ago, I tried to buy some for the holiday, I think it was, and cook some turkey bacon for breakfast. Lord, that did not work out well for me and my belly. I don't even think I ate it. I cooked it for the fam and just smelling it. I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. So what I'm gonna do, a lot of times I like to cook my turkey bacon. I actually like to cook it on the stove. Because that's the other trick with making good turkey products. Especially turkey bacon. People like, turkey bacon tastes like cardboard. It depends on how you cook it. But because we're mixing it with this, I am going to go ahead and cook it in the microwave because I don't mind it getting a little crispier. Because it's all going to soften up anyway. Alright, so got my turkey going. If you just joined, hey, I'm Krystal Taylor. It's not again, you're in the kitchen with Krystal. And we are making cheeseburger. Should I say turkey? Bacon cheeseburger. Quesadillas. And somebody's probably like, you've been calling it quesadilla. I was hoping that ain't what you called it. That's what my mom called it. So I thought that was funny. I call them quesadillas probably more than I call them quesadillas. I don't know why I like making up words. I don't know. All right, so that is crumbling up a little bit. Got the bacon going. Now, what else we're going to do? What's special about this? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna cook all the sauces up in here. Let's stop playing. Because what's gonna make this special is that everything that you would put on a regular, like American style burger, is going directly into the quesadilla. And then we're gonna make a dip, which is amazing. But let's go ahead, because this is almost brown anyway. But when I tell you I like for all my flavors to cook together, I like all my flavors to cook together. All right. So what would you put on a burger? Ketchup, yuck. And mustard, yuck. Right? So what we're gonna do is, don't worry about it. We got the bacon going. We're gonna get the cheese and the mayonnaise and the pickles coming. Don't get tripped. Don't get it. Tripping. Oh, anywho. But since that's almost done browning, we're gonna go ahead and add these because we're gonna add the ketchup and the mustard and the bacon into the ground turkey to let that all cook together as we're making the sauce. That bacon smells really darn good. So how much are we using? Let me get my measuring. So for the ketchup, and this is where, look, ketchup and mustard just put together. It's just too darn good. So we're gonna do us a cup of ketchup, and then for the mustard, we're gonna do a third of the cup. All right. Child, it's so funny because my kids don't even really do ketchup and mustard. Okay, bacon. But they would do this though. If they will. Measure it out. So, honestly, I don't know if I want to use that much. Because we don't need it. Like, I did probably like 2/3 of a cup for that. I'm checking on this here turkey, bacon, to make sure it cooks all the way and give it a chance to cool down a little bit. All right. So this is probably about 2/3 of a cup. And then I'm going, ain't no need wasting dishes. Let me go ahead and put this mustard up in here. When they combine together, child. You know what? I know what I want. I want to get it all out. I want all of my stuff. This brown, get that out the way now. You did good job, homie. Thank you. Let me get this here spatula. Get that mustard out. Y'all, this smells so darn good. Then we put this bacon up in here too. I could have just licked that. I almost did. I'm trying to be classy and adult. So basically what we're doing is we're putting this ketchup and this mustard together so it can make its own sauce. We're going to have it cook into itself, right? It's going to thicken up, get nice and juicy. And then I'm about to grab this bacon, which smells great, by the way. And if you want to, let me not say that. Because, could, but I think it's doing the most. I was about to say you can, sometimes I doctor up my bacon. I add like a little brown sugar to it to make it like a sweet bacon. But we don't need all this. This is it's American style. Ooh, child, this smells so good. It's a little yellow. The ratio is a little off, so I'm gonna add a little more ketchup. Hold on, don't be questioning me. I started out talking about measuring sizes, but look, the Ancestors Guide. Let me see down just a little bit. Now this is so quick and so good. It was funny because I told the boys last night, I was like, I'm making cheeseburger quesadillas. And they were like, yes. I forgot what my older son said. He said something like, oh, those fire or something. He said, I don't remember. But I was like, hey, I always like when they like the stuff I make. Let's see if I can sit fake. Uh-oh. A little overcooked in the middle. That's the thing about when you do it in the microwave. You don't know what you're going to get sometimes. All right. So I'm gonna paint around the hey Miss Patricia. I'm gonna paint around the Cajun pots. It ain't that much, it's just the center. Y'all wanna see what I'm talking about? This hilarious. This was perfect. But right in the center. But that's alright though. Look, this is real deal life. This is what I would do. Y'all went here. I don't need all that. Alright. So, like I said, I did it in the microwave because it makes it crispy and it makes it easier to crumble it so that I can cook it into. And I thought about, like dicing it up and cooking it with it, just like, sometimes people do like a ground sausage and ground turkey or whatever. But I didn't want it to just like be super mushy because sometimes turkey bacon just doesn't cook with other meats as well as like regular bacon, right? But see how I'm just crunching this on up? I'm about to throw this here in this here pot, and then we're gonna let it with painting. Then we're gonna let this simmer while we make the sauce, and then we're gonna put these quesadillas together, and it's that easy, right? So that's that in dark. It's funny, we should count how many times I wash my hands in this segment. I was just talking to my clients this morning about how this time of year is rough on my hands because I already wash my hands a lot as it is. But I have eczema and it's cold. It's just child. So right now, this is my ground turkey. I started it as a base. I diced up some onions. And I also use some Worcestershire sauce with some steak seasoning. That's what I like to season my burgers with, right? Then brown the turkey in that. As it started browning, then I added my ketchup and my mustard. So it was probably close to a cup of ketchup and about a third cup of mustard. And then I added 3 pieces of turkey bacon that's cooked in the microwave. All right, so now this is coming down into a sauce. And this is what we're looking for. All right, so I'm gonna let this. You see that? I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit while I make the sauce. And at this point, it is done. But letting it simmer is allowing the flavors to get to know each other better. You know what I'm saying? So let's get us some water and let's make the sauce. This dip, I should say. Dip, baby, dip. All right. So with this, you can use some relish, dill relish if you want. But I like using some regular pickles. We're going to use some mayonnaise. We're going to use some pepper, and then we're going to use a little milk if needed. All right. So let me dice up my. Let's just say you can use relish if you want. I just like, for some reason, I like chopping up my pickles because I don't use a lot of relish anyway. But I like a good pickle, as you can see from this big old jar that's basically empty. Because whenever we have burgers around here, I'm gonna put my pickles on here. And then sometimes, like even if I make a chicken sandwich, do the same thing, right? All right, so that means 2 nice sizes. It should be about, So we're gonna use about, let's see how much mayo I got left. That's what's gonna determine how much, what's this pickle? How many pickles I need? But typically it's like 2/3 cups of mayo. But honestly, I probably don't even need to make the whole thing because I don't know, my boys would just eat it without the dip. I like the dip. So let me just play around with the eyeball. Just know, follow along with me, right? It's the mayo, a little pepper. I love pepper. Oh, spicy. Then let me turn. That's good. Let me stir it. Oh, it's cooking and it smells so great. And then we're gonna put the pickles in there, and then see if we need a little milk. I don't think we need milk, but I have the milk out just in case, because I like a little thicky sauce, right? And thank y'all for rocking with me and dealing with me and my tomfoolery on these Saturday mornings. If this is your first time watching one of my segments, do me a favor and type a 1 in the chat. If you've been here many times or more than once, type an OG in the chat. Even if this is your second time, you're an OG now. You're not new to this. You're true to this. Either way, I appreciate you. All right. So I diced up these pickles. Yeah, I'm going to use all of them. All of them. That's a shame. The way I danced when I put it in there. So exciting to me. Woo! And that's basically all we need. Okay, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna stir it on up a little bit, see if it needs any milk. I don't think it will. Don't think so. All right, so this is about done. So I'm gonna move this on over, take this off the heat. And I'm gonna get my big pan because now it's time to make these quesadillas. Turn the heat back up to like a medium, right? Get it nice and toasty because we're gonna do a quesadilla like we would any time. So for this sauce, this is just mayo. And I didn't show you all, but I used the light mayo. With everything, we're trying to make healthier decisions, right? So if there is a lighter version, a lower fat, lower calorie, something, if you can't make the decision to make a healthier decision, then take it, right? I don't even really do a lot of mayo. Actually, I'm back for another recipe that calls for mayo. Like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it correctly, right? So I'm surprised I still have some. We'll have in here, and I was like, oh yeah, I do have some. But so it's much lighter than what you would get at the Stizzle. All right, let's see about it. Let's taste it. Did I snort? Yes, I did. My bad. Didn't mean to snort. Oh, wait. Okay, sauce is ready. Pan getting hot. Let's get ready to make these quesadillas. Turn this down just a little bit. I'm going to spray this pan down with a non-stick olive oil spray as opposed to using an oil. All right, because a lot of times with quesadillas, people will use an oil to fry them. I don't do that. Again, we're making better decisions when we can. So let me put this over here so you can see it. See that? Pretty. All right. So now we're about to make these quesadillas real quick. All right. Again, making better decisions when we can. I have a carb control quesadilla, as I told you, with tortilla. because I love everything in a tortilla. I really, really do. Not eat tortillas every day, but why not make the healthy decision when we can? So I found these. They're only 60 calories per tortilla with only 4 grams of net carbs per tortilla. So with that, I was like, yes, please. Well, they've been in here for a minute. There we go. I bought them. And I forgot I had them. Now they trying to stick to each other. All right. Because what we're going to do is we can make 2 of these quesadillas at a time. Cha, cha, cha. Uh-oh. Getting high. Turn it down low. I was eager. Put it on fast. All right. So the way we're going to do this, just going to get these tortillas. See, I have them laying in half. And because it's a bacon cheeseburger quesadilla, what's missing? A little cheese. So I'm using some, I'm going to use both of them. I have some fine cheddar, some sharp cheddar, and some mild cheddar. So put this in a little bowl. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little of one on the bottom. And you see me say a little. That's part of the issue folks have. They want to use all the cheese in the world. Oh, I may as well go ahead and mix them. I will put one on each side. But I've done it now. Spread that out. Ooh, that's nasty looking. Let me wipe that out real quick. Don't nobody want no dirty oil quesadillas. I want to enjoy this. All right, a little cheesy cheese. You wipe this out really quickly. Cause this thing brown. It's brown. Ooh, that's ugly. Look at that. Look. I got time for that. Nope. All right. So now we're ready. I can turn this back up. Put a little more spray in there again. There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to get this, the meat mixture. And this is ground turkey with onion, Worcestershire, what's that? Steak seasoning and a little turkey bacon, right? And we're just putting it on the half of the tortilla, spreading it out. And then I'll put some cheese in here too because it's a quesadilla. Supposed to have some doggone cheese. Oh, it smells so good. Fold that over. Do the same thing over here. How many of you have the first cookbook, the In the Kitchen Krystal cookbook? And if you haven't, let me know if you've tried this recipe. Oh shoot, there we go again. I keep this doggone stove ain't no joke. We're heating up. Good grief. All right, get this doggone quesadilla in here. All right, we can cook 2 at a time because they're folded. Now, if you want to, you can do the what's that? Whole quesadilla, sort of like a Mexican pizza style. But I like doing them this way because I like to hold it and feel like it's a pocket. So just a little bit. And while that's cooking, we can do the rest. All right. And all we're gonna do is let that brown a little bit, trying to loosen up the rest of them. And I love to make these because then I cut them up, and it just makes it easier. Like if you want the whole tortilla, you can. But a lot of times it's cool to just be able to have half of it, just sort of like one, so that you can reduce how much you're eating if you don't even really need or want that much, right? Because a lot of times that's why we overeat, because we see it. It's there. Oh, it's a whole one, I may as well. How many times have you eaten some because you told yourself you may as well? I mean, you could have easily stopped beforehand. I'm just saying. Let me know if that's you. I'm going to do this one like I had meant to do it. Half and half. Check, see how those looking. Put this down. And then I'm going to add the meat. And then I'm going to put the other cheese on the other side. Other cheese on the other side. But let me check this quesadilla. Ooh, it's pretty. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and slide it over and flip. They share the pan. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Smells so good. You girls excited if you can't tell. All right, let me put this meat on up in here. Let me put this meat on up in here. And these are really cool for whether you want it for a meal, for a snack, for an appetizer, if you're hosting. Like, these are just a fun way to merge two things that most people love. People like a good old burger. Most people love quesadillas. I know I do. I know I do. Go, get on up in there. You can see, make a decent amount of it too. All right. Put this other cheese on here. Why am I so excited? Because your girl loves food. Woo! People think because of what I do, because I don't like food as much as I do, lies you tell. Anybody who truly knows me, know that I love me some food. Food should make you happy. Food should be an experience. However, you do still have to be cognizant of the decisions that you make, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? You can just eat all the things all the time whenever you want to. Still got to make the more balanced decisions when you can. All right? So let me see what this is looking like. Hey, the cheese is, ooh, yeah, cheese is melted, nice and brown. Add a little more spray up in here, put these last two in here. Now I'm gonna cut them and show you what they look like. Yup. Better quesadillas. And it's so funny because I was just laughing to myself. It is probably driving somebody crazy that I keep saying quesadilla. Ooh, y'all see this? Look at that. Let me show you how it looks. You got? So I'm gonna cut them to make this just a little pockets, and then it reduces the serving size. So instead of eating a whole one, you can just grab one, right? And then we made our sauce. So let's not forget the sauce. I cooked it all the way. I did not. There we go. And this is just a piece of cutter. A food cutter, I should say. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Ooh. Let me check this real quick because I don't want nothing to burn. These things are too good to burn. All right, we got a second. All right, you want to see it? Want to see the quesadillas and the sauce? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Can you see it? It's so pretty. Let's taste it. Let's taste it. So all you do, and I put my spoon to the side so I don't be ghetto and just dip it in here because I will. And the sauce is just mayo, pepper, and some diced up pickles. You can use pickle relish if you want to, but I just diced up my pickle. Good. You said cheese pool? That's like, oh my. The tang, let me see. Make sure it's not burnt. Okay, still good. The tang from the ketchup and from the mustard, you don't even need the sauce. Look. Let me flip these over. And then we're gonna close out. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Child. Quick and easy. Oh, so you've been in the kitchen with Krystal. We merged two favorites. We merged the bacon cheeseburger with a quesadilla by making a cheeseburger quesadilla. We just grounded some turkey, cooked it with some Worcestershire onion, seasoned whatever seasoning you like. Put the bacon up in there, made a sauce with mayo, pepper, and pickles. Super duper easy. You don't need a lot. And then I just made it like I would a quesadilla. I used the carb control tortilla, sprinkled a little cheese on there, flip it, and I used a nonstick spray as opposed to an oil. So I hope you have enjoyed this as much as I did. When you make yours, please let me know. Please be sure to tag me. Let me know what you did or didn't do differently and what you think. So this is Krystal Taylor. You have been in the kitchen with Krystal, where we made bacon cheeseburger quesadillas. So you can get two of your favorites all at once. All right. Be good. Please be safe if you have to go outside, because I just want you healthy, I want you happy, and I want you here. I'll see you next time.